Tai Chi. I told him to match my mind, you better get right and get left. Please don't interrupt the process, cause progress will reign. Can't curb your convictions, we do more than make. I tell you sometimes you gotta put extra time on the clock. I'm also the one who decides it's time to clean up the block. It's clear loneliness and exclusion we feel. My people, it's time to shift that negative into a positive gear. I work all day until my feet get sore. They say they feel my pain until they lock all doors. Don't be a product of hate when the stuff to endure. It's how they look you in your face, but choose to ignore. They're turning me down. They're turning me down. They're turning me down. They're turning me down. I grew up at bed just like you do, and get out of your family just like you too. And when the road gets tough, yes, I walk and go up. All these devices I'm digesting, think my soul's had enough.
While taking a walk, I ain't late. Yes, taking that walk while having a drink. Is the regard, questioning faith. Yes, I need a moment, I'm not feeling great. Unneeded debates, lead to multiple headaches. While increasing my fan base, I was losing my family. Was it our comfort? Or was it just a dream? Call up your sponsor to come pay attention to me. Do I bother if negativity can trick you off streets? I promise you honor, my children will get the best of me.
See, I work all day until my feet get sore. They say they feel my pain until they lock all doors. Be a product of hate and the stuff to endure. Inside they look you in your face, but choose to ignore. They're turning me down. They're turning me down. They're turning me down. They're turning me down.
Oh yeah, Bo the Fool, capital L. We here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday night. We doing a review stream tonight. Predator, Killer of Killers. we're going to be getting into that. If you liked any music you've heard, it's been on the screen, and there's a playlist command, local love, to follow the playlist. So yeah, y'all got to bear with me very briefly on this because I just got a new browser because Chrome decided to stop allowing ad blocker. So we ain't messing with that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't messing with ads. We ain't doing that. So we're gonna go ahead and Opera. Yeah, we switched up to the Opera. I've heard good things about it. So let's see here. Cancel. That's not it. Shit. Where's that at? Where'd that show up at? At the very top? Alright, we gotta get rid of you. No, that's not it. We're gonna delete that. We doing this on the fly, and I apologize. I do. But it is what it is. That's what we do. Display capture, no. Browser. Maybe I am doing it right, but I'm not. I'm knocking on my door. Haters wanna fight me, but the truth is, my door. Actually, that ain't it either. We're gonna remove this as well.
I don't know why you ego tripping, I'm just doing me. You're bored what I mentioned, this gon' be the fatal KO. Try me get sent with a halo. Can say, yo, this gon' be that smooth shit, bullshit. And I hope you get the clue, this is who I am, and I ain't changing. No blame shit like an arrow.
Oh, wait, I know. Okay.
Please excuse me, do my lyrics make you woozy? But in fact, I'm very hollow. Like a drill the hole into the center of the earth with a straight up lava. L blame that problem solver, smarter. Let the gang got father, child.
Alright, browser.
If you want it, bring the drama. Yeah, my niggas on my mind, and I'm ready all the time. You ever catch me off guard, cause I'm the head nigga in charge. Giving the crowd a charge, and no, I'm no mirage. But in fact, I'm just that hot. I'm sitting at the round table, flow higher is the label. But the imitators likely.
No.
But the truth is, they ain't nothing like me. I might be the hardest thing living, and I might be the next thing. Haters wanna fight me, but the truth is, they ain't nothing like me. I'm a dog. I might be the hottest thing living, and I might be the next thing. Haters wanna fight me, but the truth is, they ain't nothing like me. Yeah. Some of y'all were here to track and
Yeah, suck a seed. There we go. We got it. All right. We're gonna lower this. All right. So as always for the movie review, we always check out the trailer before we get into it. So we're gonna go ahead and start that now. Hopefully it sounds fine. I have no idea. I'm gonna check right now.
My son, tell me why we fight.
Because our enemy still lives.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
You all have traveled far and miss the warmth of home. But tonight, think of only one thing. Killing the monster.
You're not hearing me. There's something else up in the sky. And it's not human.
I pray you bloody your spear tonight. You are ready now.
On June 6th, witness the next evolution.
go. What happens if we survive?
Click, 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 click. I can't do that. Nope, can't do it. Nope, that ain't it either. Clickety, clickety, click. All right, so, and as always, we'll have the cast and stuff up, production stuff up, and as always, shout out to the cousin, Track Justice. Thank you for the background music for the movie reviews, man. Love you for that. Alrighty, let me just pull this up a smidge right there. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, not bad. I don't know if there was hype surrounding this. I don't know if people were hyping this up after it came out, and I have no idea, to be honest. I haven't really seen much about it. I think I've seen, like, a couple, like, review thumbnails here and there, but I haven't, like, I don't know, I haven't seen much about it myself. So, either way, for me, right off the rip, it's not bad. To me, it's not also, like, holy crap either. The animation's good. Pretty solid stuff there. The storytelling is very well done too. I do enjoy that. So what you have here is basically a pseudo anthology film. As you see in the trailer, 3 different time frames and 3 different soldiers or warriors, I guess you could say, fighters, however you want to classify it. The first lady, Viking, second, samurais, Japan, and then third, shout out to that guy, Hispanic dude from Florida, in the military during World War II. So, at first I thought it was just going to be that, like, kind of like an anthology thing, but at the end of the first act or the first story, they show, and as always, and I apologize real quick before we get into it, if anybody's new, we do go into spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, maybe come back in like 10 minutes or so. I should be able to knock everything out in 10 minutes, give or take, that I want to talk about. So yeah, come back at about 8:21, about 10 minutes here, 25 minutes on the stream. All right, so you've been warned. If you're sticking around, you're okay with spoilers and discussing them. So at the end of the first act, which I guess not promptly, but properly enough, it's dubbed. The first section is called Shield, and the Viking woman, she uses shields a lot to beat the shit out of people. And kill people. Ursa is her name. Great, cool ass character. She was badass. Like, the action sequences throughout the whole movie. I mean, that's really what this is. This movie is pretty much, for the most part, like action, nonstop, basically. They introduce her and like, and this is like what shows you, like, you can do a lot with little when it comes to storytelling. This movie really emphasizes that, in my opinion. Because her little sequence, I want to say, is like 20-25 minutes, and you get who she is, her backstory very quickly, everything very simply and quickly, but it's understanding and not overbearing, and it just keeps moving. So at the end of her sequence, or her section of the film, they show her with, and as you saw in the trailer, homeboy had that like necklace, chain, not chain, but the necklace, we'll say that, on their neck, and you kind of see her, and there's a guy sitting behind her, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? And then so that goes to the next section, which they call the sword, which is the samurai set in Japan, and you see in the trailer, you see the 2 kids, kind of pseudo looks like they're training, that they're not, but that they end up having to fight each other. Not going to get too much into that, but basically they end up having to fight each other. One being the ninja, the other being the shogun. And again, really cool shit. All the fights, all the action, all the deaths and everything, and it's like just really cool. Wow, very well done. And this section for me, like, was, I guess you could say, peak, because there was really very little verbiage. There was very little words spoken. It opens with the phrase, which I really like too. It opens, this section of the movie opens up with the phrase, how they put it, the leaves that grow together on the tree, but they fall separately. Basically saying you can grow up somebody, but you may go down different paths and, you know, fall differently, which I thought that was a really cool thing there. And I'm always a fan of samurais. If anybody who knows me and has been watching the stream for however long I've been doing this now, you know this about me. I love samurai shit. Hey, well, maybe you should sub then, huh? You know? Oh my god, ads. This fucking... What do you want from me? I can't turn them off. I tried to, and they don't let me. So yeah, the samurai sequence is so dope. I mean, I'm a big samurai fan, ninjas, all that shit. I love feudal Japan. I love the aesthetics. Sword combat's always been my jam. So it was really cool, and like there was really hardly any spoken word throughout that whole sequence. Like I thought that was awesome. And the way they fight, you know, the Predator is just really cool. Same thing with Ursa, though. She takes down the Predator, and all that was very well done. So, and again, you know, kind of like, oh, this is an anthology, but then again, at the end of his sequence, you kind of show him, I guess, somewhat in the future, whatever, you're not sure. But then the third sequence, again, shout out to fucking, what's his name, Torres, I think it was, yeah, Torres, fucking from Florida. Shout out to fucking Torres from Florida, fighting in World War II as a pilot. That sequence, it was cool. I liked it. I preferred the first two. His sequence to me was the weakest out of the three, but that's not saying it in a bad way. It's just like the other two sequences had a lot more like combat action. Like this literally was just plane fighting, which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm about that shit. But if I had to pick, you know what I'm saying, I'm going with one of the previous two. But it was really dope. You know, Hispanic dude Torres fucking fighting the fight in the World War II. You know, going from mechanic to pilot, you know. It was just really neat. So basically at the end of his sequence, you know, he does the damn thing. All three of them succeed against their predators. And really, that's where I was kind of like, well, obviously something has to happen because they're showing them like in the future-ish or whatever with these collars on or bracelets or whatever you want to call them. And sure enough, one goes from an anthology to kind of like tie it up at the end to where the predators, I guess, came back for these folks and like cryogen their asses and then take them back to their home planet to where they have to fight each other, and the last man standing then fights like, I guess, like the king of the predators or like the, you know, I guess that the king or the captain or the tribe leader, whatever you want to call it. Like he is, you know, the predator. Like that's the alpha predator. I don't know what they want to be called, but so I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. But that's when it started getting a little weird because, like, I get it. They're kind of like showing that, you know, even through different times, everybody has similar struggles-ish. They're fighting the same monsters. And, you know, there's even one point throughout these three fighting themselves, which was sort of reminiscent to me, like, of the Avengers when Iron Man and Thor and Cap fight for the first time in the very first movie. How they're obviously, like, on the same side, but they're not quite sure of each other. So they're kind of fighting each other. And that's kind of what's happening here. But what's funny is Torres, poor guy, the Predators, their gimmick was, hey, we're going to have you fight each other, and we're gonna give you a weapon from your time period, or at least from, like, you know, from where you were. And so, of course, Ursa, she gets an axe. Fucking the ninja, the samurai ninja, which I don't even think he really has a name. Well, I guess it's Kenji, if I had to guess by the list here. He gets a sword, duh, and then poor fucking Torres gets a flintlock pistol. This motherfucker doesn't even get a 1940s fucking pistol. They give him a flintlock pistol that's not even loaded. And he doesn't even know about it because he tries to shoot it at one point and fucking it's not loaded. So, it's kind of fucked up, I'm be honest. Fuck the Predators for that one. That's an asshole move. But, it was kind of funny too. It is what it is. But yeah, so they're fighting each other, and at one point Ursa kind of sees her son, and Torres, the way he is, his overall, passion to try to not fight each other and fight the enemy, and so it was really cool. But the last fight with the Predator and with them, all of the fights were great. This was some very well done animation in that respect. Just great fights, the kills, the deaths, all of it was dope. It really was. It's nothing game changing though. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this movie is a fucking masterpiece and this and no, it's a good movie. It's entertaining. But it doesn't do anything spectacular in my opinion. It tells a cool story, or stories that end up tying together. Now, the ending of it all, mind you, is interesting. I don't know if they plan on doing a sequel, but they leave it heavily open for a sequel. And would they go the same route where they do a couple of more stories and then show these people meeting? I have no idea. Truly, I don't. But they leave it pretty wide open. So, spoiler, at the tail end here, they basically start working together to fight we'll call him the Alpha Predator as for now, because it makes sense in the scheme of things here. So they stop fighting each other. They team up to fight the Alpha Predator. Things are starting to go their direction, but then they try to escape in the ship. So, if you watched the trailer, you saw in the trailer, you saw one of the planes in the World War II sequence get stabbed by this giant hook thing. Appreciate that resub. Thank you so much. Shout out to Solar Turkey. And I gotta fix this. Thank you for doing that, because now that reminds me I gotta fix this. I gotta bring you down here somewhere. Yep. I gotta bring this browser down. Browser gotta keep coming down. Here we go. Hey! What the fuck was that? And he gifted us this guy. He's out here being a goat this evening. Shout out to that guy. I don't know if my things are working. Hold up, I need to test this real quick. And I'm gonna lose my train of thought, but that's fine. That's fine. Sorry, I'm using a new using a new browser, and so I just want to make sure this works. We're gonna test this real quick. Test the follow. Did that work? Doesn't look like it. Huh. We might have to fix that. Follow, go. Alerts. I might have to fix these alerts. But, yeah, hold up. This should actually probably be all the way down here, right? That's probably what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. But your boy is just, your boy has a day today here, and he's just trying to fix this shit. Fuck Chrome. I'm gonna do it one more time just to see if that worked. That works. So that's what it is. Okay, that was on me. All right, cool. But what I was saying is, so we were at the end here. So they have these cool ass hook things they use on their Predator ships, and they literally just pull out fucking engines, and they're cool ass thing. So they're trying to get away, and well, they shoot one at the plane, and so they're all three on here, and Ursa's like, well, fuck, I'm gonna be that bitch, and she basically gets off that fucking plane. Dopely, mind you, she has a makeshift shield she's got, and she fucking slides down the chain and goes down there, breaks the machine, and lets the homies get away. Now, what's interesting is they didn't kill her immediately there either. They just kind of held her there, and then the homies left. And then after the homies left, Kenji and Torres, the predators are like, hey, it's time to hunt. And so they start flying off. So I don't know what they plan on doing. I feel like they're like, yeah, no, we really want to do a sequel. We want to do more little of this. But it's just weird because, like I said, it's like a pseudo anthology that ends up culminating, you know, all the stories. It kind of reminds me of Trick or Treat in a sense. If you ever seen that horror film, Trick or Treat, it's kind of like that to an extent. But the big difference here is it pretty much kind of involves not necessarily time travel, but dealing with time, because they freeze these folks and, you know, release them on Planet Predator to try to fight for glory. So I don't know. It seems like it can go somewhere. Like I said, I enjoyed the animation overall. It's not like amazing, but it is a fun movie to watch. If you like the Predator at all, like if you're a fan of Predator, you should watch it. You should check it out. Like, especially if you just like watching Predators fuck shit up. Like, you owe it to yourself, you know? Also, like, little fun thing that I saw. Right after the ending, there's a quick little, I guess you could say, post-credit thing. Not really post-credit, but just a sequence where they are going through the cryogen, like their giant freezer, I guess you could say. And you see Commando, Mr. Schwarzenegger. You see his animated version of his character frozen release. I'm pretty sure that's what they're aiming for. And then the girl from Prey. So I don't know if they're gonna try to tie this all together with Prey and with Schwarzenegger's Predator guy. Like, I don't know, but it's cool. It's a cool idea. It's a cool concept. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. But again, not like game changing. So with that said, we're gonna get into the scores, man, and we're gonna get into the scene. So scene, favorite scene for me, definitely was the tail end of the fight in Japan, the brothers taking on the Predator. Because the way they end the fight, the ending of the fight to me is like, because the whole thing was literally just love letters to samurais and Japanese, you know, samurai fights and ninja, like the whole, like that whole, everything about it was just so cool. But the last part where they kind of like team up and cut this asshole in half, like it just was fucking cool, man. I did really enjoy that. But again, I'm a sucker for samurais and ninjas and shit. So, duh. But score. For me, the score, I'm going to go ahead and give this a solid 7. It's a solid 7 for sure. I think I've been handing out 7s a lot recently. But that's how I feel. I mean, you know, it's not amazing, like, holy shit, but it's a good movie. Like, it's fun. It's entertaining. The animation's there. Again, going back to one of my original points, the simplicity of it, how you can do a lot with little, you know, with Ursa's storyline and the brothers, and of course Torres. You can do a lot with a little, and this shows that. And I feel like sometimes that gets missed nowadays in filmmaking, because I will be the first to admit I am a definite offender of like wanting like more information, more lore, but you don't need that all the time, and that's okay, you know. And I have troubles with that. Like, there's definitely, we can even go back to previous reviews where I'm like, damn, I kind of want a little bit more information on this. But I guess it's also depending on how it's being done. In this case, I think it was done pretty well. So, but all right, we're gonna wrap up this review here. If you missed it and you want to participate in the next one, it'll be next Friday. Not this next Friday, but next Friday, the 25th. So be here. We're going to spin the wheel on Monday, though, for the next review, see what we pick. So yeah, shout out to Track Justice for the background music for the discussion, and shout out to people hanging out. We're going to switch it up to Rivals, though. So let me go ahead and